Hi, my artist. So Miss Pratt here, and today we're going to continue learning about Australia, and you should have learned about the Great Barrier Reef, which has lots and lots of different types of fish there. So what you need today is a piece of paper and some crayons or markers or paint. I'm even using chalk pastels, so it's pretty open on what you want to use. All right, but we're going to make some fish with whatever you have today. Okay, so I'm going to start off, like I said, with my chalk pastels, and I may use something different later, but I'm going to start with a brown just to do the outline, okay? And I'm probably just going to do one big fish. So I'm going to do a curving line. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. All right, now I'm going to bring that line in. So it almost looks like something's got its mouth open. So what I'm going to have this be is I'm going to have this be where its mouth and eyes are. It's going to be its curving body, and then I'm going to have its tail sticking out. All right. So there's what it looks like, and I may add on to it later. Okay. But my chalk pastels are pretty cool because they'll smudge a little bit. All right, so if you're using paint or even markers, sometimes will smudge a little bit. If you're using crayons, that's fine. You don't even have to smudge them. But I just want to show you that because it's kind of neat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what my fish is going to look like. So I'm probably going to have blues for the background. So I'm going to choose something bright for my fish. So I think I'm going to use maybe oranges and pinks. And I'm going to start just by coloring in its tail. Since my chalk pastels smudge, I'm going to smudge them together. So this is pretty similar. The chalk pastels that I'm using, they're pretty similar to sidewalk chalk. So you're welcome to today. If you want to draw this outside, that is totally up to you. Okay. Now I'm going to add some red to make the lines through its tail. I'm going to go ahead and make an arrow. I'm going to blend my orange in with some yellow. So again, I'm walking you through how I'm making it, but you have choices. Yours does not have to look exactly like mine. Okay, I'm just showing you how I'm going to draw mine. Alright, now I'm going to move on to some different colors. So while I'm thinking about it, I am going to go ahead and use my brown to add a little dot for its eye. And then I'm going to add a little line for its mouth so you know where it would open at. I'm also going to go ahead and add a line on top. Show you where its fin would be, and a little fin right here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and color them in the way I did my other fin. So I'll mix my orange and my yellow. Alright, so there's my fish right now. Now I'm going to pick some different colors for its body. So I picked a magenta color. I'm being careful and working around my edges. Alright, now if you're like me and you're using chalk, you're welcome to blend together. If you're not, you keep coloring or painting until you have it all filled in. Alright, so I've about got mine all smudged in. I'm going to use my magenta color again just to add a few more darker spots. Alright, now what I can do is go back and add some different colors to it. So I might pick a hot pink. Go back and fill in along some of these areas that are still kind of white. Alright, now I've got my fish all colored in. What I can do now is I can go back and add polka dots if I want to. I could add stripes. I think I'm going to try and use, I've got a really soft pink. I could go back and add some polka dots with Alright, now that I've got that done, what I could do now is color in a background. Alright, so most of the time when we see or when we think about water, we think of it being blue or maybe even a little bit green. So you could use those colors. You could also, since we're drawing the Great Barrier Reef, you could add plants or other fish in the background. So I might use some green and add some different colors back here, maybe some different plants. Okay, so you decide what the back is going to look like, your background behind your fish, and color it in, okay? Alright, after you have that done, then you might want to add, if you don't want to color in the whole background blue, you could go and add some bubbles. You could also add some lines, some wavy lines to make it look like the water's moving. Okay, so you have lots of options on what you can do. So figure out what you want to add around your fish and then spend some time decorating the background. Okay, so there is our Great Barrier Reef fish. If you have any questions or you need any help, please feel free to reach out. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.